mo world car a course so e Kumasi. In one man who said majority of the people who came, in your estimation, almost MPP for almost believe Alan message, and and the expectation is all of that will translate into vote for you in the 2024 elections, right?
Na see yeah, ubia wo MPP ubeda ho di wa bonten se woni alanche maten na nam de se wa wonim se yebeyi wadi afi party nim se de
wa obeyi ho adi na
yebeyi wadi yeyi madi enti se obi a oye MPP ni na onim se sa asemi se nete na obesi abonten ahye afafanto yellow t-shirt asa ahye ne che e de abebo se de na je se yesi yebo enti no eno de asam kasi obronisi statement bribia party for ni omanfo a wo Ashanti region yesi yebo se anya se bia and mame nkyere we mu yie nya se bia Asante for anase obi a wo ba bi o pe ala na asam no ka se so ya Asante ninti wo mutimi ka se ala no betimi age yen adwadifo ma ala no betimi abo yen ye mabunu a ye wiesuku a ye pe adwuma ala ne nim se wo de wo ka se make creative factory na fa nipa wo timi ye one day wo ma promise enti ensam no nipa gina so a ye de tai ala na chi no enye se wo free party no na se wo firim owo mu na wo firim abanfo ahwe adwuma a wa ya abesene ko eda ho ya ye betimi akwa de tie na fe de wode abetudwa se moma me kwan na me beye mampani a sei ni ekwan a me befa so na wo man ni sika se mo asisi akọ tibia emoye mo no masakra ni we so no bia ehwe kwan nti sa nya me na ehye nkrofo nkuran se ye wo party ankaye na so se de aduro no ye hia okanifo a wo be sakra niema ni na eniema aye mre kakra de amaye me dem gidi se nutitiru nti na enkrofo ensuro se ne yebeyi madio ye nyimadio se dwuma wei ana ye boa alan beti ma be president ma ya ma o mine dia ene ye be.
But this picture in particular show the numbers no massive. Dr. Oliver Kevo when who picture we tna
just one portion one section
we just one section
what to me pan say ya the other opposite side
but you've heard the claim say more rente crowd what
oh nane will be empawasem na se usua wasa de tie bi obechi ane
pa
enti ando de enye nwanwa nanka ye to nsa afre nkrofo afi obo ase ye to nsa afre nkrofo afi akrokire ye to nsa afre nkrofo afi bonwire ne adwesokra ba bia bembe kuma ase kakra enti wo monante emfiri akrokire emfiri bekwai junction enemra nipa no wo pepa look say dem kan here no ye wie program no be sin ne course ayenya say ye boa nkrofo ano ha ne ye ka say ka ba be fa wo mo ana wo ma amba no ya ye be ye edom exactly that's the report we are getting it is ye kra no ye say ankese say yes arrangement ni yie na disappointments bi kra ye nya about transport arrangement no eno kra na high.
Wow.
So no. And this over say what rent crowd da. Uti rent crowd. Ubet me tuezi in panisika. Obajo sika di. Oma. Eno nso e. Obajo sika di shirt no.
Onse.
Onko shirt ni go ina di. Onse. Na se me renti yo. Se wo mo ane di epe ba yo. Se me na me toza from. Wo mo agi atuma hye shirt. Wo ma hye cap. And 3.5 hours ewiem. Oh, enti eno no nka bibia about nipa no aga sabi nipa no omuni ya dwene
ye ni ade na mo nante chess at 3.5 hours set
route no organizers no na ma kwesa na ye ka say bia nka route no betwa so nka we kura no mo say de yakofa abrapo junction enti de yakofa abrapo de aganka be ha enti route no fe omudi anim no ye nso esi di akire say ama local people na organize afa ye he ade na akwa esi but nyame adom
mutimi na teach
you to me one or two people be ambulance for home but
normal
ankoye asemo
is it some a special strategy for Ashanti region and I say more concentration for Ashanti region do what dey
asɛm a ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ sɛ wopɛsɛ abɔnten so for bɔgye wo so a ɛne fiefo ntena se na fiefo mbɔ wo chidom afei wo si abɔnten ɔmo abagye wo so Alan wo fi Ashanti region wo no wo start every baby na fiefo ka sɛ na ye ne a ɛbɛbɔ wo chidom no wa mɛbɔ ya mane wa mamia nso sisi wo no wakɔ kina abɔnten ntimi da megidi sɛ sɛbe Alan wo di fie nyansa ana ɔyɛ sɛ no mumia nkɔ fie na sɛ mo anje so dia sɛ sɛ wo hu ne sɛ sɛ wo hwɛ wo niam ne yie emiri bi mete sɛ radio station bi ye abrante amachi dede interview ana wo mu bisa ne sɛ abrante sɛ wotwa anwumo a na sɛ bi a wo record no anwum bɛ ye du ana nwotwe ana nsia na wo so a track baako bia ye hit ekwan bɛ so na wo fa eye ne sa o ma very simple answer bi eye me de pa me remfi da wo say enwom no se me ya me hyedam ewo me fie ne mabɔ atie sa anya me da na masɛe no me mfa ma abɔnten kora sɛ ye me da dia na menim sɛ ɛba abɔnten ne ɛba ɛbɛ ya manfo de enti bɔnwom no wɔ fie na fie fo ka sɛ nwom yɛ da ne mɔnye wo so ne nsa na fe wu ti abɔnten a efiefo asan abɔ chidom me da me gidi sɛ saa enhyehyɛ no ana trimpo no na Alan ɛde tu saa na mo no fi Ashanti region bia obɛkɔ ɛde nasɛm akɔto na sɛ yɛ national election
yes
nipa opɛ so person yɛ president of Ghana de na Alan o person yɛ MPP presidential candidate koraa no
okɔ baby
ɛsɛ okɔ baby a na mpɛsɛ me yɛ general secretary me yɛ campaign to say mpɛsɛ me yɛ president of Ghana baby into obako baby na odina no disem akoto amanfo anim na wakyere na trimpo ene hyehye ewo na me de me gidi se de o ka sesese no baby aduro no Ghana enye political party no per se ene yehia se nipa no fi political party mu na yesusu no ne yakari no obeti aye adwuma na fine ye mfa ma no so oni political party mu no so betu aye adwuma na aden na se ka se oni political party mu enti no ye mfa ma no ebra ye nim se Ghana mra NC independent presidential candidate ho kwan. That's the first one. Second one, Ghana mra tumi no a edema president no emfa ma political party edema president no as an individual to the extent that as me maka mesa ka bio se obi fi party no be president na biribi ko so na ne party for kra ka se nso Mr. President we de enko ye na yesro ye ni sei o de ka jira se me na me president me nyane sa enhwe so ne president Akufo-Addo wone MPP MPs e wo parliament wo mo se o ayewura anka kanofori atade de aduro no anka amanfo anya MP fo nkwan o but ne hia ne se MPP MPs wo se me na me president enti no party de se president ne pa na otie party fo mpo asem won pa tumi no constitution di amano enti Ghana fo yanwene ho ne hu ne se individual no be president no ehia papa party here meji multi-party democracy di enso sanse emra ensi kwan se obi independent a ontimi ya president nti diadro no amanfo momwenhwe individual no enu nti na meme kase yewura jomama wabon modern waye vice president waye president waye ne de be ma be yebi yewura baomia president Akufo-Addo o catch them people for say nimo nim economy ho adwuma ntina osere yemfa party mra ento nchen na yanyini ntumi because economy de agya yefunu ho asem de okobo so a na obia is chale mu mehwe ne yio ani egina so ne de je no enne economy asem ye ka Dr. Bawumia din ne bo ne kese enti me tufu kra ansa na Alan ebe free party no me tufu se ka Dr. Bawumia de se de amanfo de economy ho asem ebo ni ti so no ka ontwen kakra na kwagina home nipa ho ye mfono woni president aye adwuma enfie nwotwe why running mate another 8 years 16 years no ka wonso kwaji wa home kakra akire wo besan beba no na nka bia amanfo yure fi nema no bi ya anya ne saa Alanche Martin was say minya anya vice president minya anya president niametumi aye Akufo time mo amonhwe niametumi aye Akufo-Addo time mo amonhwe ntise no se mo de saa adom no ene tumi no ehye mensade a na me nso me hye mo bo se baabi a yakowura no ensakrai foforo am de beba no
That's interesting. Doc, it seems finally the force to break the duopoly of MPP and NDs is here with us. Movement for change. When who numbers no?
Yeah, well, Mamecha Asempa T4. I think the other time no not me catch us Ghana has the kind of politics democracy and they are similar to a lot of other places and that there will be my example was America. It looks as if say a duopoly a two parties now, but in any election sometimes over 400 candidates and a contestant.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, either the Democrats and Republicans and a EBFA. And there's a theory to that, human behavior and I am not Bibiana a man for a vote no. I am not valuable to them. And at any point in time when the Pamiko did not can on person be send a vote no. On person be to abanama obia ebeka so we dey oyade now eventually want to be and that is the reason why then it is normally those who are the front runners no and now bibiano obetimi omtimi yade alam nyomo no with the experience of nananomo any ade no they have the potential to disrupt the MPP.
The MPP, right?
Yes. They have the potential to disrupt the MPP.
Almost a moment disrupted.
No, but that is what
they are competing.
No. You see, that is what is because on Sakura edgy to say the Padodo na omupie no.
Bebre MPP for
pen estimation. Bebre na MPP for.
Okay.
So what I make and that is why I'm talking about disruption. Not necessarily in the long term. So Mutimi put two structures down because Nana has been a general secretary before, and he understands
political party
organization and the need for structures on the ground. For them, they chose a movement approach, rather than a political party approach where you need to nurse the structures. A formal call unit, the single unit of the party. Friend a branch, MPP for friend the polling station. Where that unit of the party, you need to organize the party around that unit. At the end, we have 9 branch executives on the ground who are organizing a bit more cells, a bit more friends in a ward. And then you build it up to the constituency, you build it up to the region, and then you have a national party. If you don't have those structures on the ground, you will do well in an election, possibly disrupt your parent party, letting it loose. When you go back and then there is a reorganization, that's a alignment. Don't say, Alan, Hona Baba Beye, a force to reckon with, then a new party evolves from there. You understand? Then a new party evolves from there, and then now they say no, you MPP are better than CPP. They be on so na kai na cry back and we won't apija there. So that is,
you can see some future.
That is what can happen. But sir, we no bet me are translated into an electoral victory in the immediate term. You got to abandon there. For me, as will be out, for it doesn't do that. And sabe, there's no way we be ko abato we are you beto abanawie no onya vote obe poli vote sabe say 100,000 kra wonya vote 500,000 kra wonya vote emu bi say no betimi aba be bodwa ama impress, so you get an impressive crowd like we are seeing. And here will be 2016. 2016, my full stage. I'm a regional secretary at that time. Agenda 50-50. Yeah, agenda 50 region. My full stage said, "That who said the party go say ma who be tears victory. You understand? You will get the crowd. You will get the people. Yes. But that is one. Its translation, and so another. You know, Nanamo, they have a long way
to go.
And at the back of their minds, they may have their own strategy and their own agenda. You know, movement, political parties, sometimes not necessary to win an election. Your political parties be almost contested here in certain countries. 50 time democracy about country no more. Coalitions, sometimes they're even getting less than 2%. But they exist. They are part of the ecosystem, political ecosystem. No, they exist to make a case. They exist to also influence a certain pattern, and not necessarily say say at the end of the day no produce an eventual winner. You know, sometimes some are in to negotiate. It's okay, you be influence election now this particular direction, but this is also what is in for us as a political party. And then MPP for winning flag bearer be for a political party no ambassador at large. This is Lieutenant Campobio. Ambassador there. Ambassador with that portfolio. Basically, they are someone they are no crap presidential ambition and then in those days he qualified as a third force.
Yeah. You mean
Ibrahim Mahama, doctor? He qualified as a third force in those days. You know, but then all of a sudden, ABI on also naturalization, no, but Okodru, near Kasa for the politics, and also no. You know, so I believe sincerely, as a experienced hands like Nanamoni Adia, or more in the Allen team, they have the end game, they know the end game, they know where they are going, and they know why they have chosen that path to it. But say Obi Beshaben come say 2024 Alan Baba be president, and that I don't think it's a possibility.
And you don't see Alan preventing John Mahama from becoming president?
Oh, not at all. That is settled. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, even without Alan's emergence and this possible disruption of the MPP no crowd, say MPP NDC, that is settled. And it is the reason why Nananomo Efele they could have found a way around it. Because the structure of an election now is already against the MPP. So they wanted an innovation around it. As a rather than why don't we innovate around it? Let Alan come outside and not all explain, you know, now say maybe Ghanaians will say na amaye de akwakodru baby akodru no na Alan ne cheater for ne omo amaka ho de ebi omo de omo nka ho. It let us give them the chance no mo so emra. Then abufo na what MPP for so say they could have been diffused or a little bit deflated. And that is the reason why me did say omu bebre na omu suro say MPP be luzu and then yempe kwan foforo bia be fa so a we will still have an MPP president there, you know, even if it is not the MPP vehicle na so that question is settled. MPP is lost.
They cannot win 2024.
It is not possible.
Okay.
It is not possible. It is the reason why this emergence, and it is clear, and I believe, sir.
But election is more than a year away.
Oh no, meaning
and that's exactly a year away.
Yes, but near you know, my election, a determined election. It is the reason why renowned friends and posts EIU and then when your money, I do not call it for NDC. No, we check. You know, determinants, say, and ya be clear. And the structure are very clear against the MPP. You know, and I feel it is the reason why nobody seems to listen to MPP and they 24-hour economy I can't say when you say 2020 they buy
Yeah, tell them on manifesto name.
I didn't know Haman for NTA at that time. Because MPP had a good war. ATM suggest alternatives, people don't want to listen to us. Because at that time they had a good war. But the same and Rasama kind and they kind, it looks as if say a fresh from the banner.
Is it not more about the communication strategy behind it?
No, it's the same thing.
Because you did not single it out that much.
No,
the prominence in 2020.
No, the prominence is so normal, because Omampede John Dramani Mahama at that time in some lectures mentioned it. I said this is the way to go.
Okay.
Someone always someone the nipa ne be so mama na ye say when ye pe. It will per men can be before from you. Unya bana also ba yes ade we man. That is the legacy you have also left for us. But
I want to find
alternative for MPP for Dr. Baumia Emanyina. Obientie, yeah, the credit card be car. It sounds amazing. One MPK, one any Ghana card. Yeah, the Ghana card be car. Who is paying attention to that?
Mami Musa Nana about the bit on or more bit disrupted. You exist to disrupt the NPP. Sanity.
Davida say we share Ura Lanchamatin. Say near what to sana mui from day one. Any the dynamics are at the economy. As far as I can see, meaning say at least in the Fourth Republic, independent candidate be to an more from the very beginning. And this kind of response. And Sakura and Sana work on any further steps. That is one. Two. Se we share ahoboa Alanche Martin aye. Ensusuya ode atokrata aso. Na ofri party num ode abodewuro na oda ho ane business committees Asia. One civil society organizations Asia. One the trade organizations Asia. Our de ni preparation to January. And you will be our bas will be disrupted bibi. Obia ni kuma muno gidi say
he's in to compete.
That is exactly what it is, not just to compete, but to give a clear alternative. Say Ghana. Yako IMF several times. The last one MPP. In fact, and this in the dear koe. And by 2016, no MPP for taking over no. Na Ghana IMF dada.
Yeah.
And MPP for no boy home or
extended no.
And ye free mo.
More extending 1 year.
And ye free mo.
Sure.
And ye free mo no. Near maybe anka say ye to be this ye. And no anko ye. Na ekoba ne say esese ye sanko. Ye ekono. President was say yanko IMF neda. Yanko china. Vice President was say yanko nenko china. Minister Kenofurata Finance was say young con name quachina, ni deputies, one must say young con name quachina, Ghana beyond 8. From the information I have, Alan Chamate is the person who advised the government cabinet say, Yanum, baby Edrono. We have no choice
than to go to the IMF.
IMF for short-term relief.
Alan gave that advice.
That is the information I have. Say Yankwa. In fact, there will be chaos because your back is to the wall. You are faced with a man-eating tiger. And you will be fine. And so, now to me, a now, a ban say a fade the young IMF near Quajisa relief Kakrano. A fade na ye ferry at the ama a buying penny for. President Ma directive say ministers enko chirichiri munchiro man for say, oh, wait there, yene ane kan mum. Bribintina say sanko ministers are yet say abom din nyina so mo radio so TV so nko kirem obi adwane e ka lanche maten ko and no anana truly speaking or what credibility because one can be that say IMF yanko hoda TV3 and as one of the TV stations a interview no before say e be kono obi aka say yanko over our dead bodies yanko no on bisa lanche maten as one can say hey minua Sabio we dem sere omenye nyame na batimi aka se IMF no yenko hoda ye yemu a ka yenko enso eyeku a ye ne ankasa ye members yenso yetua dues na we member na ho kire wa na otwo ho ba bi enya what to be called enya bone na mum say no anchi no wantumi ansi wanam yie aya wo hye yie dia na kire say wan hwe ya na de bia na wo sanko saa niema yi na Alanchematen as a politician as a leader as obia or place oba bedi o mai kan no wa sheda atena ho ase awiane anadwo burning the midnight candle, preparing a clear, not just a manifesto but a plan. Wa sha se ye adwuma say teams bia eboa no ye momode kwa nya fiase nya research emfa budget entire chire no obi bisa wo a se ade we say na wo ko physical we na ne bo sen a obi a wo no person obi disrupt elections wo ko ha ho bebre sa aye den enti no amanfo bebre enim Alanchematen the kind of person he is just a waben no na wona ye adwuma na wo se ne anadwene si ye adwuma fa kohwe ne track record nso from the private sector or ye United Nations consultant. Enterprise development programs are United Nations for the bar, basically the whole of Africa. Trade policy advisor or the board a number of African countries through AU. I name make say ene Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Alan started here 2012. Na MPP near baby no minister. And I started so obo ho apro ye ho adwuma na United Nations AU so boa ya edu se ade no emergency no na waba bem headquarters no ha na wo se eno nko a se Ghana for to beti ase ne atutu ye ne mayie na Africa Continental Free Trade Area shase se eye adwuma economy we nyo obi na be ka se ye dollar CD dollar asem no ebeye a thing of the past because you are talking about trade any industry him within Africa and the headquarters Gina Ghana ha na nipa what we say hye di ama Ghana Africa nyina no kaza momfa Ghana enhye mensa na me hye mobohu no monhwe dwuma amaya how can you say oh be disrupt election kwa there be me masemo America ne say yes no credit we don e no election when a dynamics that one history any human behavior asem nyina de o kan meti ase but a nipa society munso no ade foforo to misia ebi nsi da exactly na ni nyina ne se Alan eni yemu binom ye ko Ghana for na so ni ebisa wo asetem se de site MPP ba 16 years NDC ba 16 years 32 years in the Fourth Republic et was saying afei aduru ba bia enya political party asem ne ye kan yo se de be ya mo ma no emrante ne ma ba on be nya adwuma yo se de be ya ye CD dollar ebe gina o se de be ya se de Dr. Baumia de okoshe ebo se ye ba ye mfa eto taxes bebre ye mfa mamia o manfo mene ene taxes na ekum businesses e wo Ghana ha e ya de Alanchematen akasa tia wo se mumie mfa kwan bi so ne mfa mfididwuma ene export eno na ma economy ejina na so first esan peja ni nyina o ka we gu ho na se Ghana voice you yatena people ni ndisi mu ache eno an ye pa what can you do but me de me gidi say Ghana for dodo no asha se e ka se MPP ni ndisi for kra ya bremo e bia me nua no nyante sa nkomo no
ba e koso nkomo
wo kromo papa enti wo mo hia wo bia obe kire situation mu yie magana for ate ase 1 2 na wa kire se me de enye political promises na me be mamo enye manifesto na me de bremo plan na me de ato honie mo hwe adwuma amaye dada me ye ambassador to America de me ye ma Ghana me be ye trade minister ko 4 time de me ye ma Ghana me be ye trade minister akufo the time de me ye ma Ghana enie de maya aka ebibiri man nyina aka bom ama edwadie kubatan Africa Continental Free Trade Area abegina ha enie enti mesremo me gidi se amanfo asisemu no enye ye nyina ne ebia na ye mu binom ye ho nkyere ye saa o Ghana ha ba bia enipa bebri ha se ye ka se da bi Alanchematen de betumi aboaye nti eno de enya ade a wo bi ba se me ko hwetumi za na ma ha me ho sa akoye adwuma te se de me ye student me twiro policy paper na ma twiro plan na ma twiro se adwuma bebre o Then you will be elections vote.
Why would you do
Why would you want to go to that extent?
Very well.
Maybe.
Now, not in Tony attending Kano, Mayor Sampine Abekayan, Sir Ansan Memana Kwaba, Memphis Chemamo say Access Bank and a graphic business at the SME Fair 2023 Bremo. Now, my cherished customers and the general public, this great opportunity say Brunya Ebe Mumrame Dija, come and shop for home appliances, personal effect, or office items this festive season in the 2023 SME Fair Access Bank at the Bremo. The fair no theme that's running sustainable businesses in a challenging economic landscape brings together businesses from electronics, furniture, art and beauty, food and agric, engineering, retail, store, and more to exhibit their product at amazingly discounted price. The atete bonus so kama oba ubedidwa kama ma brunye aye de fair yi baso ewo AMA Gardens, Accra Metropolitan Assembly Gardens, udru AMA new office na ben Octagon building almost a gardens kama bi ewo enim eho ena ye fair no ewo yawade ya Thursday 7th December and a Friday 8th December and a fair yi baso 2 days 11 a.m. each day. Please take advantage and get the best discounts and amazing deals this festive season. For more info, you can call our 24-hour contact center. Contact center near Juma 24 hours. 0800 004400 0800 004400. Access Bank, more than banking. Ade omonso eboa papa in the stress money won ebekasa na fei wetimi de ho ahyem bronya yinso ye dia ye the angel cola and AD angel cola no be na friend enjoyment cola. It is a wo ji wani pa de angel cola and ye de ji ye it's your key to enjoyment na eba in different flavors. Your angel orange, angel mango, angel peach, angel apple lime. Angel drinks there amount of vitality, and we maintain your fluid in normal balance, refreshing, invigorating, and exciting. Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited, in the Eka Angel Drinks are no so taste like our day. It's recommended for the family. Over friend 0244 832 286 0244 832 286 na only one etumi edi enkomo. Kingdom Herbal and so the Kingdom Garlic Bitters and a capsules aba opedre be boost your immune system na bon ho be fi yare dom ho Angel Garlic Bitters and a capsules reduce your blood pressure or cholesterol level, bafom sugar level, beba form fat levels in your blood, beba form or suffer from anxiety and stress e be ye free ho amount rheumatisms as a bro and arthritis and so itu ase o ye be man so pedro be mo wagina onan so a Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules e man so medro tremendous capsules e siesie ma kama o pedodo etu a one Kingdom Herbal Center in Nkomoyo o Kaishi Drug Lane bebe to nru bia o Ghana han so benya bi ato number obefre 0275 804 064. Kaise Kingdom Herbal and the first herbal company the garlic bitters and a garlic capsules eba Ghana. They've been around for over 20 years. Into mabo ejuma papa into yaka Kingdom anu so no challenger. Number ni bio 0275 804 064 na only one any enkomo. Your discussion segment Seahorse Engine Oil and a Franco Trading Enterprise eboy and ye de ebro enra me catch mo say coolant awdigu ka mu ya mudi nsuo in the coolant no esan nsuo na uhwie gu menye uyusu nsuo a de ye ne say e cause rust and a corrosion e wo engine nim esan ma wo engine no enche. It shortens the engine's lifespan. Inti bomodin say uhia coolant papa no a Seahorse 50-50 engine coolant 50-50 engine coolant and no use benefits ne dorso a bo engine ho buy from overheating ma we engine and rusty ensan enkorodi we radiator tank no enkore na ache dabi ema we engine no eche reduce fuel consumption ema smooth driving condition inti Seahorse 50-50 engine coolant ne de ja brutal men Canada bomodin na wonso epebina etokan so say Seahorse a range of high quality engine oils on the market na lubricant shops e Ghana he nyina wokwa obenya Seahorse engine coolant ni bi etumi ato Seahorse 50/50 coolant e bo engine ho ban kama opebi ato afre 0244 577 559 0244 577 559 and a 0540 424 386 and then numbers I'll be to me afre. Honorable Sampain Akwaba net saying
Yami di obi
Bibi Aboko
Yami ni mumpaye Bibi Aboko
Kumase Boko
Kumase Yami Adumbi Bibi Aboni Biendo
Adumia
Onu crew
Obia hwe
Damu ba ye
be national dialogue
I'm roadshow
Charlie Oboa ye da sepa nyame show
Enya mo amebo amo ndi amode ba ye ne mpanfo be bo amo de microphone so to mo
sure
ebi di ye adwuma na ya so no ya so mu aye bo ama se be ko ye nti e ho de boko
da nyame ase na o city na say it's been under siege for a while now. Now, who the movement for change here will come and say na?
Bobby, Mami Chow no atiefo. Mami Chow Mampeni na bi techi baby omo bia and I was a flag bearer. Yeah. The next president of the Republic of Ghana. Mami Chow omo nyina. Any other four ni party, loyal party people. Omo they deal, they nya deal, omo bo party nechi. The do bibia ase so omo nkoso enye. Ade hu wiase pa ni se oni obi nam no besa na chi na wo hu no aboakraman de se oni ne ku afuom no so nko a osan wo hu ba nipa de obi du achi boni ya wana ni trimu de opeso yi nyina no onka ma wo hu wonim se me da bia me ka se 2016 2020 enkrofo piedi ala na chi no I suspect they did not even vote MPP.
Hey, how?
Yes agro we say me di from 92 bepim ne na minimum wama no mo platform so minimum some mo tro from 2014 e be pem ne na minim o mo kekan asem we say me enye ne hia me ubetnya nanti afri ha akopum so ga kopa enye me case ubetmi free ha akojolu enye me case ko polugu koye enye me case de hia me ne say me wa ban ya friend New Patriotic Party
yes
MPP aban awo yebo akunya so ne ye nipa ye enema ye magana for mebe boy no ene ye me ma said say me bo hu de ru hwe enanu na metie mu sports madam fu Wallace no
yes
na me kwa na minim when they were talking about strikes about we are here in the field of sports infrastructure mo de buy ya eje on march in the history of Ghana and no ene hear me o enu ne hear me call education na me just time infrastructure me share MVTI for no ene TVET na me share mainstream education na me share infrastructure and training dey match check for na so for any more friend benefit adachi enu ne hear me say me kan wasem na ya na crofo kan obi a president na we any mate it is one who can car ono na say ye kan mate me driver no na bookman so wo so kwa GPR to you yes woman nyina ka ho na system no everyone ente bookman nyina adwuma yi a affect mate adwuma affect driver adwuma so what the case na say
ara ye bookman
so what the case na say into that's the structure of adwuma no
the bookman be hwan no
o make up obi biara every person who entity who I use that as an analogy right you chairman of DPR and fantastic driver koji car the car na ho car na Ghana for right driver no na watna so the mate no one na baji jiska bebo no we see how we be say bookman na load o one na true ticket and it's a mate any driver anya dia bookman so be ka dia na che no e dey asem no obi be ka che no enya no na hia me eye de meka Ghana for ahu
but with your hand on your heart Sampain or share pictures of the walk in Kumasi amo pusa kakra
obi Oliver yes
yes
o see Okojina platform for 20.
Oh, Eastern region 50-50 launch.
50-50. No who dom the type on.
No, say Agbena.
Me, Macro elections. 1992. Yeah, polling station election, ward elections. Now I'm your ward secretary.
Okay.
Nipa Boche zone 7, ward 7, Takwa Melkro. Magazine 4 we say. Now Kwabine near friend read. Now ordinary drum magazine, yay! Now me a small boy. Me pity your money in hands down. And them who say, the day and twaba. Nanya dom we say nyina ya dey call match e dey call a special delegates conference no say who results.
Yes,
the hearing adwuma memeye politics, right? Every political entity has so we need structures. If you say Argentina MPP ni NDC political parties na can into me match yen no
omo de nanya party o
meba
a movement
enu mpo ni anya party grant me match yen na movement party ayatie what structures. So Oliver Kine, one more branch executives. We call every branch of Ghana. One more woman man ho. We ban people more. Every polling station, every electoral area. If you don't have the basics, as a wusi dying, the day your team say 1 2 for pimni ye be boy so. You don't have those structures. And now me no can say. Her parliament, my woman Markava opposed to the idea about 2 phase a crop for a friend yourself $50,000 into which you need parliament, you know. That's what could you $50,000.
Okay.
Or
original chairman is
and this one opposed to. And Necra, what president the Gufado and the party MPP. I have 137 MPs, no. For what's them? No, be a Finch and Biba. Also under your political party, we need MP, nothing. Everybody saying.
Oh, baby, I found trade in no. I will say more.
Almost started for the
candidate. You better come once. But me, they hear me. Now, my cover cast a day, MPP to me win election. Oh, who can't send some boss, some man who's an ayami de pa. On former President John Mahama.
Yes.
And yet 2020 no be contest election na yanto amanu na Ghana for aka say 2020 yanto amanu nto asese. He won a disputed election in 2012. He lost an election in 2016. Lost another election in 2020.
Difference
Ben.
The difference.
A dear Mr. When your time, allow me to speak.
He will be
What's my kind of maker? Manka said Biano Mammy. Obi.
Yes.
And yet, and I think I got for a so 2060 and 12 with policies in the year 24-hour economy, year 2020. Over 500,000 vote difference. What has changed? What about almost 2 years in it? What do I make grant me? You can't be in 2024. 6 December, no be and I can register. That simple decision put to take, say, make the running mate. I didn't want to Abamano or see and to Aban, or Montu Aban in tem, only running mate, no moment to antem. And going to me, we used to know who. We used to know who. Or called a techiman. The air Yanni say, and Crawford and him they see ye. Especially in Caribbean normal school. Na nursing school for and Kobo Mano. I ain't a brana, be child a one na expand the school, my. Now, we child a one more expand the school. O child a one more expand the school. I ain't brand now you are, you're crying. What for a dumantem? 2012, 2013, and you just say your funness for a year a dumem. What people crom her. Now, tidy boy, no wa. Now, nim. The course was secondary nursing school. 2012 2013 one man nursing school Ghana hanyina John Mahama mo bi adwuma na nado dan Kwakufu do ba power 2017 and they started employ 2012 2013 for no and na ma backlog na ba no na wo ko school nura wo form 1 level 100 and first year wo be kan say we wonnim history nimpo into am do man say yan tungum Yes, so be anim say ho chiraba. Enye Ghana nko all over. But also know say now Ghana is picking up. Just say the person kan okure. Just say the pen okura no aka. Enti nyese en kan tu kwa oh na say and I say wo kwa kan ni made a wom de ye on de so wa bam o wa bam nti wa bam dem de moja fam mu wo fa to for school ni bi me tua water bill me tua light bill me do me ma me call hospital me hwa me ire ni me ma enti whatever goes on within Ghana no e ka me enti say me wa bam nkyere say ma me nka asem ni bi enti eno no tin fan kama no we say entum. What I say? Into me MPP assembly hear me. You better tackle every entity or say or bad contest on equal grounds.
Or the sea and betcha.
We fancy granite. We pay down 9 1 who baby I do this year. Now be by nana dwa or na do nana be so. The war pega won't be could be. And when I make a years old, Afro Fantano, and Uncle Magazine, Nico Cumpino, Uncle Well, Domontaban, Contaban, Bebu.
Move for Fantoni Tabana.
Uncle Compare any magazine, Uncle Well, the well.
But one thing, Nanaka instructive, they say, Nipa do dona you who honor. The Brina MPP for. Oh, now one more a dinner chino. And no thing I make sure I will say, we'll see one more MPP for. A dear in the buyer. A dear naba. So when I tell you, say, minim penifobia and crophobia can 2016, 2020, I suspected they did not vote MPP. Now will be some questions. You are not bringing in. And then they see, and then I see, you see African trade, and a 2012 no cover buy and a fine. Now question say buy. There be no one confirm about 2012.
Oh, yet you had the account. That shall say 25 or buy Bemuna. I didn't know what Bemu will soon now soon. Wouldn't you Papa Bisa will be Bebuantino and Nutino will be any matruka because Macoliver and then in Crawford Kojina. Trade Unions Congress has said, as someone can say, industrialization, you record setting this a percentage. When in charge, now you need a home. Say, Minian, sir, Namifan building a movement, and Namifan say, Bibiana. But me, Daniel, when I make they will pay me Magana for what Sassian. Okay. If you do your movement,
you do it.
Made them say ice gold for Kobo match. One could be a match. Your bomb match in your better results. Now, the only cover moon say, one more thing, China, which way Jacotoko. Pekotoko beam. Your name with the Amako Bobo, we are not in tables. I say, score, yes, course, near saying. And no, I need Chelsea boy, I say, sensei. And when you come, now concentrate where they are. So I'm saying, where our driver, I will meet you.
Mate 0548 443 523. That's our WhatsApp number. 0548 443 523. Honorable Sampine, or Mayor of Kumasi, Dr. Marco Livakevo, Regional Chairman NDC Eastern Region, Nano Hininto, former General Secretary NPP, now member of the Movement for Change, and Pennyfoy anyone ADM Como. And finally on this one, after Yemra, your friend is saying orphan constituency elections. That's one in semi.
Yeah, I'm saying Sampine. Can say me first of all, be sounded to say attack on one more any alarm accusing people of not being loyal to the party. First of all, me person TCSA CSA can party loyalty. You move in senye yen loyalty to the tradition anka yen tremu pipi nka menye MPP member mpo at all because
sometime me pacho
say they also wa just
manenkasa
me bi ani die ma
o kasa obi aye me pacho manenkasa.
I will not allow you to disrupt me.
Nana me pacho twice.
Me say whatever you do, I'm going to make my point.
Sure.
Yes, and I'm a very senior politician, far senior than yourself. So please, you will not stop me. We are there, the person can make a. So you better shut up and listen. Yes.
Nana, former General Secretary.
Okay, fine.
The woman is here.
Sure.
me wo GBC am here adwuma in the early 80s.
Okay.
Jerry Rollins me na nko school nya me tipan man ko achemota. Rollins for me TV so no suma soja for say ye me fam na brantie we na dwene mudo person de ye adwuma.
Na wo GBC.
Na me wo GBC na me wo TV so. Soja for buy na me new office na me ko ka kire me boss. Inti me buy me boss ka kire me say na me de ma e bon de be sabre ka say ko castela. Na ya sam kase. Eventually me ka kire me boss say yemfa official vehicle ni yenko na driver nkan na BBC a ye ko no run the small can say o person me assignment be man on na say na me ko ka kire me boss. Long story short is that eventually Jerry Rollins insisted say team no a media team a work castle ho no me boss mfa me nkan ho me adwuma from Castle a reporter throughout the 80s
as a presidential affairs correspondent.
As a correspondent. Sabre no mu me be talking point be niam bebre. PNDC be free PNDC akọ NDC no. Empanyifo bebre wo NDC bu enne to be kwa chika ho. Yura iti I no me very close friends. Iti men's account, Kwam Pepper account, oh, my major is I, Sabre no shimbi, Anna Enin, but you from Pevobre. Se, Memra, Nasenia, Papa no Pemas, nams you. Me Momo dear, some politics are. Menanum, UP, any him, Mesumina socialist. And to make to be a baby socialist. No, besides an politician, sorry, Namadia Maenza, of course, Manco. 1996 me fear broche san buy to the be frame ni me di nkomo so sabre die wa babra na MPP enya ma power na mka che nso Kofi mintumi ma dwan no mo enti no asem bi ho a men kan ne ba bi ada ne sense owura na free mu enti men kan kwa akiri pani bi power NDC mu na me ne kwa asore adwuma bi na mpesa me koye na me ne ko di nkomo no oskapa oka kire be say ohene se obeji atum se obefiri MPP a na waba sika na me se me hia de akoto vidie bi akọ adwuma bodi kire be wawa
Ode be ma
me de be ma me fa ma obesia na me ka cho pe ni say oh as a former general secretary of MPP there eye den na me free MPP man yiyi me makura amanfo kwa be ka se mo papa kura onka no kure na de no say na MPP for na mu no ede na o ma ye me free office 13 years ago
as general secretary. Party committee be ni hwa me member there be. I'm not talking about executive position na minister na chief there be. Me general say me a party boy
council.
Yeah, national
council member they say a council meeting no aba.
Yeah,
no, but minim the entire because former general secretaries Damboche. Yeah no strategy committee chairman. I don't even know whether he's still chairman of Obia Obetuba general secretary. Then on to me bibi mu party.
Sure.
Obia mfio ministers kura se woni obi bon komo wa abonten no suro se ye behu ne se we ala nipa na obi no bon komo ensem a me pese me kananka sampan tibi ohun bisa se e de ne bae 2007 Yako presidential primary ala na consider ama na Ekufo-Addo awie campaign be start ubetie Yakobo ala supporters ewo bono Nana Nkrofo akobo ala supporters ewo Kotobabi yabo party headquarters Nana Nkrofo be boy baako enese me ka say dade hye ne nsem omubu ne ka say dade hye ne nsem ubisa me say de na bae otan won edi Nana Akufo-Addo achi edi atan ala nani enu bi na biribi sabre no mu no wo ye se miminti mu be ko Nkrofo ma ye wie primary ye be ko general election afa de ye obatie ye taketake de ne metwe me hu I'm sure say ana okocho letter ana ya anya ntum omde ye asem a besi ne na wo bisa say de ne bae tu wo si wo yin ni se won we di ala na chi no
mumu bi toma.
You see, when you talk like that, we a party penny. Na asemwa wonni ho dance wa asemwa egu nipa ho fi asemwa a question nipa integrity na wonni evidence now kasa yosa simply because enema akoso no emre bia nchechere me say me a party member na me bonyo na me ninje ye ko council meeting ye ko official program baby me as former general secretary utu be call party program kra ye say akonwa ni ho front row ko pa chiri baby tina me tumi go tele chiri baby na me te ho na no ye nyi wedi dada na ye declare about this ye wedi na ye den you know say opese ye ko keka sansem na ye chire sentia enne ye gina baby ye gina ye mu binum ya twen ho fi party no a me come nati but that is not the issue you see we say Alan o wadwen papa bia anka wonfa moa na Alan adwene a sebe Alan de agboa MPP aban kofo time MPP aban akufo ado time me dwane mpoa but I can challenge him say contribution a Alan ayede aboa MPP2 government no to me anywhere close at all. He's doing his bit. Why in a bit as a party secretary? Yeah. Why in a bit as mayor of? But so won't be as someone. Nisa will say the thing because Alan contribution are why first to this party and send a party to say the tier or no so a member and le what we do they do ojinano. Uncle Bisa Young Executives Forum. A quiet namswa Professor Dubois he campaign how it was financed, how the first party headquarters how it was financed in part, in major part. A quiet namswa a koban say in 1996 MPP Ebeko primary will legon young executives can say woman on financing party the major party there and your president Alache Martino or no mayor candidate. Mpanyifo ni bi na sere no se abrante we dey over time apia me kaka ho na ala no twesan sabe na Akufo Addo kranye na dwe se or contested presidential primary 1996 98 na Akufo Addo bam enti se also person ti dia akoso ase na yenka party asem ne ehunu sentia enne ala chamati ne emu binom atwe ho fatima. You can't talk about loyalty because you don't even know what some of us have gone through just wanting to keep our loyalty to the new patriotic party. And I say I've moved on and I haven't regretted it. What is here? Bidibie ni Ghana mremu achire se me kodon political party na masum party no akodu general secretary na ministers kwani party mpenifo ehunu say ye ni wodi nkomo public na obi soro obi wa kwa kase we minister we ohinu ntoko minister bi o yere o ha bia mebo ni din me pese mebo ni din me pese mebo ni din o ye menua pa way before MPP politics obey minister ana me call no na me se menua me be congratulate o say jena se ne amumu binum ma brama party na ye mu binum so enne bibia me gine de me so mo bia metime de abo onte ya abra me call no ba ko mienu afeda me call to go to the office 2.5 hours na me sorry
na
me hu no enti a kire da me hia na me say menua na na nyamia o ya ko report to me say ya say wo ba me office I say how can that be? O can me say me ni o say we dey me sero fache me wo ha me a me boni din e wo ha sisi ya nsa ne aso
minister oda so wa ban mu oda so ya resafo
oda so abam oda ho abam
or a cabinet minister
well you see se wo mu push ye ya me say me ko di ala chamate peso ye no obetumi aye na meka na wo metena ha enwu ala na ye mu binum hu fi just because wo person just we more loyal than
ma osemo konso as still amani e da so wo mu
and they saying what does that mean? Look, MPP for BB because we NDC more ya one person beti
mote
MPP NDC for BB because we MPP more ya one person beti.
Sure.
If you are in the field yeah call election now we dey we say me main opponents no dey cause we be am interested one kasa no we serious into me that's more can me say me a politician na me so me go into the field for the competition say onimo there a common sense say you need to know
what is happening
in the marketplace and no injure say wo kona ojina nkwentia otherwise you don't even know what you are talking about intino mesre no
okay
say opese your relationship no decent na your professional mo me use violent words or mo fancy ye kura ye betwa over say ye besere. You don't talk like that. People are talking as if they are the gods of Ghana's politics. Yes. E binu ye omo ho say wo no ukute tumi obi ani kwan so otumi kire na dwen obi ani kwan so otumi ye bibia ono no ene ne pe enko. That thing Ghanaians must say not anymore. Yam peneso sa obi ani ho ye god of Ghana's politics. Nyankopon ukute tumi. Inti de se Nyankopon domo na we kuta tumi na wo kasa te se nia wo no na wo ye nyame ne ade a Nyankopon wo kwan a ode obi a wummu no ode ne fa so
ode ne beba amon
na bibi na wasua bibi inti MPP fo ene sampan o munsua bibi ni ento yebo yes
Obi
Ekosiisen na higher sempa munya sampan
he made it too personal and I think it was wrong.
Very well.
It's totally wrong.
Very well. Point well made.
Yes.
Ekosiisen na higher sempa 94.7 FM. Sampan, I'll give you time, don't worry. Ekosiisen suni yeguso edi dwumedie no bremo na no hini nto wa ha Mark Oliver Kevo PhD e wa ha Sampine enso e wa ha Mark say on this issue they right
Apart from Seme Patao.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
No, I'm coming. I'll give you time. I'll give you time. Don't worry. I'll give you time. Ma Oliver Kasai actually let him. Game Park Limited, sir, and the pick 4 game is still on between 0 to 9. You just have 4 numbers. I will be pick between 0 to 9. Pick 4 numbers. Say boom mawa we disika bubruja. You do that by dialing *946# *946#. Na unye chat ne boom mawa. You can ubetimi switch our website gameparkgames.com and also download one app no everyone website. Na no so wetimi edi echa. Unye career, just sit back, relax behind your TV. Never to Adum TV. Now share a live draw no 9 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m. every day, Monday to Sunday. Na echem anase boom mawa oko usika bibre. And let's play this game and cash out on some really good mola. Game Park Games, more mola, more power. It's regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. In the case, so we 4 games. We are trying to pick 4 game. You do pick 4 numbers between 0 to 9. Na odi echa. There is some good news also from CBG. You're trying to payday loan. And Mr. So be you assume what you way amami payday loan. So a salaried worker. Now we yes kapad ye chow who sisia. Before your next paycheck and if you need quick funds to solve urgent financial problems, CBG at the payday loan and that is your answer. You can access as much as 85% of your monthly salary in advance. 85% of monthly salary in advance. Now you amount a 30-day window for repayment. You know, and you can secure as much as 20,000 Ghana cedis in just 2 working days with no collateral. In the amount as much as 20,000 cedis in 2 days, 2 working days. Unfa collateral biya emma the here is a salaried worker na the amount 30 days na odi etua nti Bora CBG branches ni mu bia ye 114 branches e wo Ghana and as a free and contact center 0302-216-000 na only komo. We can be reached on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram and X. Send us a mail and so talk to us at cbg.com.gh for further inquiries. T&C Supply, CBG, we stand with you. And I do a more bomb home day. Papa. Doormaster Chadia Cassia promo in Sugo Subronia idea. Yani Doormaster need this opposite top no. Or more every door you can think of. And your sign will paint papa and also your tongue door master. Doors no, your exterior steel security doors, internal steel security doors, your bulletproof doors, door indoors, armor doors, fire exit doors. Upon the bebre painting, so you the Euro standard paint solutions about ebony acrylic, emulsion, enamel, road marking paint, marine coatings, waterproofing, damp proofing, wall primers, your party and all other paint accessories. You need to be about Doormaster. And so about the idea and then if an achedia kesi promotion or try dia ye chewa dia kwa and your my and doorson Nioma yeche ni bebre. In fact, yeche paint and kasa yeche waterproof chemicals. Yema roof leakage paint. Yeche brush ye painted down. Yema rollers. Yema intruder alarms. Ye de check for your doors. Peepholes with cameras, motion sensors, smart locks, door brushes, airtime, and so much more. And the door masters, the NS obeto paint, obeto pun pa dia kusi Odayanoa, a door master. Your locations be brave on cry ha. Pobiman toll boot, your location wo obey ye, your branch wo and you opposite the forest reserve next to the gas filling station. Oko Suhuma, Suhum Fianco, more monim Suhum, 500 meters away from the Islamic Girls Senior High School. Door master or branch wo ACP opposite Bath Shem Temple and also your branch or Tema Community 25 at the Pa Junction, your branch Ashalaja 3rd October, your branch ewo Kaise promotion ye guso eguso until see Rebecca see a giant idea o to idea or door master na ye chewade sa enti bomoden na munyina munhya nenso emfa emayen Ekosiisen na higher sempa 94.7 FM ma mintie Dr. Mark Oliver Kevotew na afei mema sampine and wrap it up on the because we still have to talk about the orphan constituency elections then Sema Abo Aba. Yes, Doc.
Yeah, I think so.
So on radio also where we
yes, that's what I want to move on. I'm say nya kare de on beto aso echire ho muduru kumasia na
okay but orphan constituency there no mu follow it say as a party more interest what the ekoso MPP
oh, of course
and
of
especially
course.
So when you as the regional chairman no abeshebo ha say there are some seats be am sign age we are familiar with ayensuano no.
Yeah.
Baby, I pay 1 year. I use one. Obana is so powerful.
Oh, na say
Obana MPP for you know.
Said that many I pay by has.
Yeah.
And I may catch and say, friends say, onya botre na a former nyesama.
Emma
obekaya.
Yeah, mekaya
if you hear you know, and I may chere on there. E course one ankasa the constituency. But well, Obano, I would say within the MPP, no, a lot of factors I can really primaries, no. But in terms of the popularity
in the constituency, no,
and our form exactly. So the last time I can your Kakumanti.
No Kakumanti, you were not surprised when
no, of course. Say politics scientists are.
And this has
so we are deputy minister, you know, all of a sudden, what be DMP what the Baba be DMP or Debbie, you know, Sabre those times, you know, you know, and Obano, she has been with the party ever since IP.
Oh, okay.
Eluzu,
okay.
Okay. Or relax kakra after Oluzu, you know. Sometimes when you stay at a place for a very long time, you feel entitled.
Yeah.
You know, you feel entitled. Now I be this one almost now almost 16 years.
Oko 4 terms. IEP.
Yes, because MPP since
3 and now 4. 3, yes. 12 years no.
Because MPP since 2000, I lose you know. 2029 sign a redeem you know. And you know, sometimes you will feel say on and if you understand how I no etia terrain no a bit rough. You know, even though in the proximity to Accra, Ben crying and yeah, they know men classify and say
sure
majority rural constituency, you know, into and if you stay there for a very long time, you sometimes feel entitled. Into your self crowd, a partner of one say, we'll lose the election. It's in a second count crowd.
Why I pay? Yeah, I want to say,
sir.
Race between on your bano, about no quantity third, or Krakuni second. Yeah, but Barney
you know, and you see, in general, if I extend it to other,
but do you agree with the fact that, and I've heard people say this, I will share the people the NPP has elected in these orphan constituencies are, they look solid.
Solid in terms of the
gravitas they bring to the table.
So obey na wotinidi.
So what brought in the general?
So if I talk about other constituencies, most of them are new, and indeed, apart from maybe I Inswanwa, Omo Ajepen, Akwetia, Omo Ajepen, attention, Ebe Ohono. The rest are predominantly NDC, holding seats. Afena, Omo.
Sojaman, for example.
Sojaman.
MPP Ajida.
Yeah, also
MPP Ajida, sure. Ameyao.
Yeah. Sameyao had been there before. You know.
Apaya also Obejo.
Oh, I don't dare. So last Mekano has said, Obey win the primaries. You know. Pius will win the primaries. But in that day, wait to my winning seats. Debbie. And yeah, near one Pius said Pius in winning. Yes. Near one Pius, because we know near a high end war. Jaman. Into people like Paul and Sani near the other and someone near the Michael were more threats, than Pius. So they say, and like we have always been saying, politics local. Politics local. Wait me I generate resources at the aba. The local dynamics and the local issues will play you out. It will play you out. You understand? I quite say Obi to say Pokumi. We are some downfall.
I don't want to believe that with local issues now. I think the last time Pius was here, they be by up. Yeah, you know, and the local issues need be say on Okra free constituency. I think you send the message.
Yes, I sent the message, and you wanted to now opposite or your mischief. You know,
that's also message now they be born.
Yeah, because you see, Oba Eastern region, there are settlers in the Eastern region.
Sure,
South America. Yes, and Meme, for example, my father. It receive a free voter region, Dabala.
Sure.
You know, but they have come to settle in a farm place for so many years. Until there are settlers in a farm place, settlers in a lot of the constituencies in the Eastern region. There are settlers there. But it doesn't mean say Obi Bia or voter and Biano. A settler. That is the point that I'm person making. It is not because we say I need to know when you go to Asujaman, majority of so you know I couldn't have even inferred that.
Yeah.
And I gave you see Miagasame as an example. As a Miagasame Muno, partly settler and partly indigenous. So what I say. But beyond that, no. Like I said, your weakness in Esujamano has always been the Anom, Boso,
Akan areas,
Akwamu, you know, areas, no.
And also na Michael, Nini, Paul.
Yes.
And
a trend now. You see, Nema Osamia is an outlier. We do not, Nana Kasa, people winning pen. It's Osamia. It's an outlier because no yeah half.
Oh, okay.
So to say, only a half. It played to
his advantage.
So to say, and you know, say, omo a friend saying, NTC for majority no, settlers na ewohono. And you know, if we have a if you have an account as a candidate, normally it helps us because then we are able to also attract some akwamu, you know, all these things. You can't take it out of politics. In fact, who could read literature among for they make references to some of these issues. So as I said, that is the reason why I'm saying say now Anka, Paul and Samo, and if you go and look at the records, they give us
tight competition. Pius cannot do that.
Oh, no.
Akwetia is going back to the MPP. No.
And I said the same story now. You see, now. Say, lawyer Neskuminana, Okoyo BT, no. So what has changed? And then necessary.
Oh, say BSC and they would unite and prosecute.
Now, when I say disunity, now everyone will lose.
The last election.
And if it was disunity, then everyone unity number. You see, and near my MPP eluzu in 2020 no. I am worse this time. It already no the climate, political climate no. Enye my MPP dada. It no when the political climate no enya no 50-50 constituencies in no. It moves.
Asempa FM.
It no man san fa nipa foforo bia ma meka so okay we dey oye nipa foforo ide na ba ya yire dada na ya beat ni na man san de na ba. And I'm saying nothing has changed. You know, and I'm sure those are the consequences are how many ebe wo ho. You know, but apart from that
Sumi ya modern.
Ose
Kumi omo yire dada. So also omo beat ni ba ko.
That 2020 na this year na. 2020 this year.
And no one be see
and one be bibia for us it is it is good for us and our expectations. The research yes, we didn't get any surprises.
Okay.
We didn't get any surprises. Omwa isusu yese omomra na apamenya joti ono na 2020 ono na samba. You know, and omaye vaccinations actually
say how it on hold and
no, they have gone to do an underground acclamation, even though general secretary they are too on hold. But that one your party was you understand? A party was say general secretary say you put it on hold. But acclamation. But that is their problem. And the honor crown or yellow crop, nothing will change really. Will come out of it. It is so far
in the East India more under control.
For us, what we are now you need that Dania didn't know. It is good for us, you know. And but in general, the general outcry about monetization, secretariat, and now it is being done with impunity. More for display. Those days, the crowd there. You say exactly. So what I say, but to say now, I say, I did be a affinity. And that is what, as a young man like this, I'm so much worried about it. I'm so much worried about it. You know, meaning say at political party levels, we are all worried about it.
It was almost started
yes, you see, we are all worried about it as political parties, and I'm sure Obia making efforts. I say be emphasize secretary no by trying to expand our electoral college to the point say at a point in time say
every member
you understand kind of na enipa 22 neto na de call 44 is enipa 99 from every branch and as a police station and that very wide you know, but it looks as if say challenge as a country, it was you know, because the problem with it is the skill. In fact, the skill now almost the
amount ni
more so what I say, because normally you are looking at transportation, may support transportation, fabra na bra betwaba any ade. But when just a get day, we show be envelope kufu bia or they TV swa now you must show. You know, then you ask, hey, this is when you know, do we have all this money in this country? You know, and you see, that's why I'm not surprised. Say you, say 618 COP no wasem, but saying that
COP ben
your friends saying conference of parties, climate change conference.
Okay.
You know,
COP 28.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Kitten say no, and now your man penny and negotiate with the external
debtors.
And they are there because they don't see us as a poor country. See they display sika openly say in our internal, elections. From presidential primaries, we see 400, we see 300. I'm for multiply, and on that, a BDA is 60 million. A bit so dear in now 80 million Ghana cities over. Then, near number one, say, oh, you're watching it, you won't fire cano and chain. All these are the reasons why IMF on second tranche na MINO, because we have not been able to successfully negotiate haircut with the external creditors. No more, it is a challenge for us. Apart from say, I won't deny say within other small parties you cry no. Some from talk almost the bus akusi baby afa. Some from political party obian say is kasa we here resources and no money ade. But sometimes the scaler the corner. Then you come back and tell Ghana for say mutual tax you hear sika dia your money or mine sika or mine and watch no sika ni or mine we must see you hear your country is ntimi why the bejedi. Nobody will believe and empathize with government because of Sadema we are.
Mate, Mame Nasi, I'll come back to you. Namintie Sampine. Obi, monetization has become a common feature of Ghana's democracy. Today, there are no small or big elections anywhere in the country, as elections of small associations or even groups require some level of spending if one desires for a leadership position. The accusations of vote buying during the internal primary for the two leading political parties in Ghana, the NDC and the NPP, has become a cliche that Ghanaians are learning to live with. Guy G, somewhere in cantonment here in Accra, and Odiwe Abrain. This one says, Obi, good day. Greet my friend Sampine for me. Tell him no amount of being in denial will save his government in the next election. If he is underrating and thinking the Alan movement will not have any impact on the NPP and the upcoming elections, then he is not being honest with reality, data, fact on the ground. The NPP has deteriorated to the level that the following attribute, i.e. corruption, insecurity, nepotism, weak governance, and the gargantuan economic mess will harm Sampine and its already failed government. Let Sampine know that it is only under the failed leadership of the head of the economic management team that the government in power works out of their own budget. Paul De Suso Ediweyaba from Worcester in Massachusetts. Obi, could you please ask my brother Kevo what happened to his Agenda 50-50 project? Kasayem Frama, the NPP will win both parliamentary and presidential elections convincingly. Samuel Brian Boabin, somewhere in Awoshi, and Onediweyaba. We say, Obi, good evening. Nana Hininto has made me shed tears. The man is too much. His level of wisdom is not in doubt. Thank you, Obi. You're doing a great job. Benjamin Arthur, research assistant at our Parliament House, and Odiweyaba Ben. Thank you, Obi. It is the posturing and comments from people like Sampine that will make reconciling with breakaways difficult for the NPP. Alan and his people have nothing to lose. It is for the NPP to ensure that we continue to build on the foundations we've laid. I asked a question about the Swami Interchange and Kwabri roads at one of our meetings of the NPP New York, and the answer in posturing alone was irritating. We have been here before in 2008. They shouldn't, by our comment, make it difficult to get the numbers to win 2024. Starsky, somewhere in New York. And Odewe Abba. We say, good evening, Obi. What happened in Kumasi was the same thing as that of Edrumeso walk before the super delegate election. Please, what was the result? The people who took part in last Sunday's walk were allegedly hired to take part, so really nothing new. Alex Tufo, Hamburg, Germany. Obi, good evening. Please tell Sampine he has a duty to work as an MC. His job is not to come and make noise on radio. Kumasi, here. Anthony Nupenu and Onodiweyaba, regional organizer, NDC, Greater Accra region. Obi, let Dr. Kevo and Sampine know that no one ever thought that Right Honorable Bagwin would be speaker when the NPP won the election. The dynamics keep changing as we keep moving on, so they should be measured because voters are getting wise by the day. Charles Quating ewo adenta. This one says, Obi, good afternoon. People are going to fall into coma after 2024 elections. Tell Oliver McKevill he is going to get a shock of his life, like what happened to him in 2016 when they declared Agenda 50-50 in the Eastern region. Ask him what was the outcome. With Anohinin told they are just trying to disrupt Dr. Baumia, but he who God has blessed, no one can never destroy. Mr. President, all the way from Denmark, and Odewea brain. Obi, all the agenda, by butterfly movement to send the NPP to opposition will not wash. Put together NDC don't have any policy alternatives. Kwejo Edu Paku. Sampain. Kwejo Edu Paku Achim Eswum. Achim Eswum.
Ozi Antigana. Anita Sosoniano. You come you're beating twice, 2.5 because court grant a back man 2 times only there was or a credible candidate. Obi, as man maker, may attack individual be with fear.
Okay.
I made the point clear. Now I say insist to say me opinion. Say Crawford crowd say 2016, 2020, they did not vote MPP. I told the beer yesterday, you better boding again. When you talk about loyalty, and you're critical in every institution, the military said, "With Danu Wachima, o commander, your trial, the work, court martial, your Timi Kumbi, your Chibitum, Titino, Anakom, Asante, Mfante, no Moko Akono, traitors, no, near Kuomunara." Because they were looking at loyalty within MPP. You won't Crawford and your Biana Bibia and debt. But officer me wo miko me mobko no ho ban. Obi me minyame odabe. Just 2 years.
2 years ago.
You had me to about to aboard. Man we say time we atiano.
My dear be answer that.
What is my so na didi atama na makoka bibia
yen.
Loyalty is critical in every institution.
But that was a personal choice, no?
It's a personal choice.
Yes.
But if you have a cool, that's a what say, Wakuma. That's a said the yesi ma college say that's a mupadwa. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't. Interno there, you're from Twinchain. Then call just say primaries.
Sure.
Yeah, me ma or me winning any in a tunkwa. Omo din kugo no so no yam wish you on say mrefu fro bi no ya me so ebema prono apie ama won
Asante
chairman
there 4 constituencies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark
You do be ask call popular acclamation.
Doctor chairman
Something mayor honorable
etiha ya kind of dynamics of politics.
Yes.
What cited 2 examples no and a
soldier man, yes.
With their council. Uba Asante, name your children, teach from the known to the unknown.
To the unknown.
To such a fan place.
Minim ho, minim ejura, minim new edubiase,
and asawase.
Minim asawase. Yenim dynamics no. We need dynamics now. One casanso strategy. Why na ka say it can make me bridge the gap. Secretary Prime to 137 votes.
137.
7 difference.
Sisi baby abedu no.
The
last election.
The old say command for in or the BT or Dencham. 137 votes. No more BT of 5,000, 6,000. All right. Enunti system no esisa. Na me metra ha emebie me krata mu nkase se ni se na me beye ento de se wo no fi se eye cool chop mawa me de wase e bi se no kra no am me say I should work harder. Okay,
but new do be as mu betima san age.
Oh obi
but honorable draw na mo san de naba
obi.
Yes.
And some ABC 2020 ebi ni akwatia for instance me ko ho ye hunu de esi wo ho nom ene sasem no eni ho bridges of peace and tranquility ene kroye no o ma build pa ene election wo mo koye no na nya criminals na ntise 2020 de no
we
oh masa what they creative they cover teacup
when tie mu nse
or can akwetia specific.
I'm telling you constituency elections no kura no it was
you can't go down
no na say
parliamentary election
we kura na e kura
obi de eya me ya e woni sem kan yenu nyina eye ade eye concern ese nyina ye ka
which is
sikasema about politics.
Yes.
Me see me running so ame. I'm looking at 1,000 delegates. Se kwani say ya.
Na West Gasha.
Who yes ka say.
Enyezo.
Yeah, as MMDC is my is Gracia.
Sir.
Of course.
Hey.
Into ya kubisa ne nkanchiro. Ya my is Gracia. Woni mo ma is Gracia.
Omo arrest. Omo edge.
Yeah.
So tias.
Ni nyina ka.
Ni nyina Ghana ya to.
Ese butu ya meka 2 cedi.
Arrest ni nyina.
1 cedi. Bibi medman na dim 1 cedi.
Difference na.
That's
what we wrongly categorize.
Ye nyema bia. Asem we makane several platforms. Yen enema the electorate dissolution in the politician. What he hanom mo kwato maba na bi su TV. Adwuma ko ho won ho akwa bia na odi picanto egu cars so anu okoche no. NDC. Then you come and sit here and you make it look say obi eneye. Mo presidential akra nipa ba ko na contest here no. Mo chesika na yenyem bia no sika no ankrofo tua no how they kwato to haircut ho no eye abansika. We call election as regional chairman. Sika wutua ye no na ya basika.
Economy no one.
Me say na ya basika.
Me say I'm talking about the picture we are painting.
Please. Yeti ye nidi obi.
Na ma akoko election 2 years ka.
Papa. Group of question am baby o ma sustainable university na so nyina group of question baby ko 2 years ka.
No information.
Oh, enti ye kan ye hu say el say yesisa eniamam ebisare ye be sa beto da bi no electorate no obekwa koki all right for general election but so be kan chance ba
miskan sana
enti electors all accept the fact say emwayen na yensisa me mepa nka propose bi emre bi e ba ya gina so me ka se enko expand yen electoral base no police station 555 and Jesus say and every card bearing member good standing into abano and ye uba efija kwabre north anaba so ame because zensia na se nipa 35,000 na ye members a e no akobo bi 1,000
and we are not
mo bi 100
that's okay bank
if it density grammar if 35,000 density saying what the point na say and less model the conversation along sir and never we see because the be papa no US democracy is over 200 years.
Sure.
One man yan of said there and never no even ene one more pay speak of one more parliament to Kurano on say agwabakuno not one friends and Kura na friends
Trump na
that be nanu ya no be no about retire ya or call 4 times I think no man to money.
Oh, US
said, no more problem speaker. 1 month, 2 months, 4 times, 4 elections, and some was step aside the Pafufro.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the Omukomu, at a certain point, we almost said government was nearly going to shut down because now we want to me approve budget for
the running. I hear Kelvin McCarthy, right?
McCarthy. Na abanu kura ni scan no be running the system no na yasem nti na yen a afeni adi mfi aduasane kakra ne wo kwan ko nti yen hunu ba bi se e ha na sinto no wo sisi a yen som na nya ho adwuma entem wo hwe ase a wo hwe de ma wo hwe ase e bia kodu hunu bi
na wo ye fi ho
e bia na dunsini no atudu nsini no e bia na ye bo bi e bi kura ho na afuo na ahoma bi
ayewe
abayichichiro nti ma yenka momu yese ye de propaganda
okay
eno ena ekum oman no ade bia ye politics as usual ade bia minyai eno tira me NDC for kasema eya na me pese wo mu beka bi no ena mo so momboa so bekan ai no bi ye corruptor wo ahoden e wa no e wo tese hu fita beka corruption
asem
Inti don't let us say things are electric to be say you buom say sebi womo enum nyasa. Let's confront the issues. Yes,
and deal with it head on.
A bit me aba am a good material ya lusu omo if you say bia wanya nyina so bi amfa entia bibi ama obi. But generally all the political parties and you only MPP and this
are guilty.
All the political parties are guilty.
Maybe apart from movement for change.
Send any party.
On Sikasem,
yes. Sikasem primary, parliamentary primary. Very quick one.
Okay.
Doctor, I can say local dynamics must probably be the first key decider of who becomes any party's parliamentary candidate. Mijidi say one more AD party for no kind, they will listen to that advice because we General Secretary 2008 in Zambi Korso in MPP strongholds, at least independent miensa and the winnie in MPP strongholds because Mpenyimfu I think crying a warm favorites and I decide they say nipa winnie at the Nibako and a nipano utumi winnie primary. And independent so amount for no war for no so pen no almost we decided omunya MPP for no mko me hunu e and me two for say saade we say see jai na ekose de tie dia ha MPP stronghold MPP ni for be sorry independent be wini esiye nti so wo mpene saade a ene wo muntie nia local people na to aba e ma parliamentary candidate be MP no wo muntie matise me constituency Ekropon constituency
Ekropon north and south
Ekropon north
yes. Okay
ye wo sitting MPP was sitting MP
yes. Dokua
me to me who say e ho no mo consider no as orphan inti o ma ko declare Samuel as candidate
no sitting MP no aba be candidate e another constituency
but sitting MP no da ho parliament baby e orphan ye ni MP or parliament nti ye nto aba ho ya sheda foforo but no, I just wanted to know the entire and the monetization of elections and the voting. And no dear, say ye politics, ye stand me at Obama ye lead the campaigns. Say ye na ya nyadwen say a nipa first of all obetima ye adwuma no. Secondly, amount for shed that panel so wo sika so ni sika. Yempiano near Manokano Mra, Ebedu baby no, drug barons, never be political leaders. Because one more day, Sika be obobo dibia, obetibi diaba. Na minyini say ya hwe politics ye, ne koko drusa, minyini se bebo aye. Enti says kasam no a aboro so. Angas kasam de, we and dey a beba politics mo. But say see a de aye ne say aboro so. Na yeni a ye politicians and the political leaders no we should deliberately I say yeah I say no ebia me yeah me this kabumba and me wini nti me dem feel say me ko but eventually the society need democracy no ana ye degrade no akopem ba bia wan hwe yi a sabi obi ofle so wakoma pa wadwempa o se me ni sa sika we enipa ombe end up becoming our political leaders no. Wow.
Ekosiisen, hi Asempa FM. Let me read some few messages and then we get out of the studios. We say, Obi, good evening. Listening to our former General Secretary Nano Hinim Toes, emotional and passionate submissions, I'm beginning to understand the rationale behind the formation of Alan's movement for change. It's all about what really happened in the past. through their loyalty and allegiance way back from contesting when their preferred presidential aspirant lost his bid to lead the party he faithfully helped to form. The aim of the movement is to push NPP into a position to affirm their own agenda. Nana Ajare Kodie, Ewa Belgium, Eddie we are praying. Hi Obi, good evening. I'm glad one of your guests is calling on his colleagues to stop the behavior of vote buying. My contribution is, let us be truthful when it comes to human behavior, the natural corrupt nature of man. If politician A decides to influence for his victory, shouldn't there be a monitoring system with the hot stove rule to stop and punish politician A? SNET question now no dia ba enono. Prince K or Massachusetts, US of A. Also, it's not Kevin McCarthy, it's Jim Jordan. He lost 4 times in his own party, and his own party did not vote for him recently. Okay, thank you for the prompt. Where's Obi? The agenda by the movement to destroy the NPP will fall flat. It cannot be coincidental. He only organizes events when MPP is doing same. King Charles, Canada. Good evening, Obi. I would like to express my respect for Nana Ohene Ntow's decision, although it's disappointing for the youth of the NPP. We wish him very well. However, in 2024, we believe Bawumia will be elected president of Ghana. It's important for Alan to focus on empowering people, as I personally experienced challenges dealing with Alan himself. Kweku Dako or Ablekuma North constituency. And we say regards to Honorable Bunyaminu Saluhu Meikankan, aka Honorable Billy, incoming assembly member for Dakoman West electoral area. Okay. We say Obi, ask Nana Ohene Ntow, what would they get if the NPP goes into opposition? They should think about Ghana first. Okay. Also question. No, okay. All right, there. So, where's Obi? Ghanaians have tried both parties, and it's obvious the NDC will win the coming elections with ease. Mr. Sampine shouldn't take Alan's crowd in Kumasi for granted, because those supporters are mainly NPP supporters who are not happy with the current ways of doing things in the NPP. A word to a wise is enough. OP, anyway, a brain, OP. Yeah, that's it. Dear Heno, Omo Mate, we say, Obi, Nana Ohene Ntow and his friends from Nalan's camp felt that it was time for them to lead the NPP party. Unfortunately, on their part, Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia was a better candidate than their candidate, Mr. Alan. Apart from Nana Ohene Ntow and his friends their feeling of entitlement for the NPP leadership, they also don't understand why. Okay, that's not fair. Okay, and let me truncate the text message here. Where's Obi? If what happened in the 2020 general election is going to repeat itself, as the NDC communicator is saying, then John Mahama is going to lose. Klinsman, New York City, and Odiwe Brain. Where's Obi? Good evening, Nana Ohene. Okay, people are just following their so-called movement for okay, Patrick Owashalaja. That's not fair. Those claims cannot be read. Obi, please kindly advise Nana Ohene Ntow to so that he can sincerely play with the butterfly. Let's pray that the dream of the butterfly movement will not be short-lived like the natural butterfly. This is an agenda, and naturally it will not succeed. Asamoah and Odiwe Abreng. Where's Obi? What is Nana Ohene Ntow saying? He is talking about personal attacks. He came to the studio attacking Bawumia left and right, but he doesn't want someone to talk about his candidate. Tell him to come to the studio always. Okay, into dealer again from Konkonuru and Odiwe Abreng. Konkonuru. We say thank you for letting Sampine. Okay, I'll say Nana Ohene Ntow, thank you for letting Sampine know his level. We are voting Alan in 2024. Asiedu Kwabenya. Now here Asiedu Kwabenya ni DP WhatsApp movement for change. Bandai with the butterfly. Den. Hey. O say
level no so I check any day.
Any day same
so the level.
Sampai be kuni pro. Ekosiisen is higher Sempa 94. This one says he needs Nano Hininto's number. I hear you. And Nana, amount for Obiso or is it a denta or maybe or person register my movement on coin more baby sir man for me okay well so Obi, good evening. There is one thing I don't understand. Please ask Nano Hininto. Didn't Alan know about all this mistreatment he talks about when he accepted the position of trade minister for 2 terms? Didn't he know this when he contested for flag bearer just a few months ago? Would Nano Hininto have spoken this way if Alan had won the flag bearership race? It seems very strange that Alan and the likes of Nano Hininto speak this way because Alan lost. It's a shame as far as I'm concerned. Boachi or Edinburgh in Scotland and on the way a brain. Obi, tell the butterfly that they don't know the true definition of loyalty. Alan is still living in the past. He said it himself. My time doesn't work and won't work. Nana Kojo Chicago, US of A. Obi, please tell Sampine that politics is about numbers and that he should go slow on the way he's talking. Yaw and the way by yawan fabibia woody free anchor. We say Obi Alan Pa Ayensus cassava factory kra. Or saying you couldn't do, and you say you can run the whole country, you lie bad. Ochre ewo gomwa unyadze and on the way abba. Ma yemfa messages no in sinafe yenye 2 minutes each wrap up. Na yen sorry but before I bring you that wrap up no yentie we and then we wrap up now. Sorry, Ekosiisen, so stay with us.